And let's see if the void echoes back today. Today we're going to be discussing chapters, 6 through 10 today?
Yes, 6 through 10.
Perfect.
Yep.
The chapters in it were so fun.
They're so
very excited.
When we were doing our little research, we were getting very excited. So this is going to be a really fun episode.
I hope so.
Would you like to start us off with chapter 6?
Yeah.
Chapter 6, since Kaylee seems to be incompetent today.
Sorry.
So the previous chapter, Imogen broke Violet's arm.
Yes.
And now Kaylee is dying, but it's okay. Now Violet is in the infirmary. Infirmary?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Better than you.
Yeah, so much better.
And Dane took her there, and this is the first appearance of Nolan, who is also quite upset that she is in the writer's quadrant and not the scribe quadrant.
Yes.
And I really appreciated in this chapter how it shows how she compartmentalizes pain.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of how she deals with it internally in her brain. Mentally, some might say.
Yeah, I just thought that it was very strong and powerful of her to, write about it in a way that really highlights a very realistic, normal day for somebody that has chronic pain.
Yes,
and that they were able to write it out so clearly because, I mean, you and I both are very nonchalant about it. It's just we're hanging out and it's just every day this is it, and it was nice to see, so refreshing to see in a book.
It is, and especially as the main character, and it's you get all of her thoughts in her head, and it's like, oh, this is how I deal with it because that's how she has to deal with it.
Yeah, and then not only that is dealing with such a large bone break.
Mm-hmm.
And then having so much resilience to that,
and how she doesn't let her take her out because she deals with that type of pain all of the time.
Exactly. And I find it so funny.
It's so funny.
She is I'm in love with this man, and he's my childhood best friend, and I just want so much more, and I can't believe he gives me attention, and I'm like.
Hopeless romantic she is.
I mean, yes, a hopeless romantic, but also, yes, very horny. I like how she also, when she gets to the infirmary, she is when she's still coherent at that point.
Oh yeah, because she is drugged right away.
Yeah, she is drugged right away, but she is trying to convince them not to take her or call Nolan right away, and then they give her the sedative, and then after that, Nolan comes in. Also, Nolan is really old. I just want to I want to throw it out there that Nolan is I don't know, 85, 84 or...
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they said that in the book.
Oh.
I don't know where they say that his exact age, but I remember reading it.
What is this blob?
There we go. I don't know. It's probably because my blanket.
It just is bothering me.
Because
you gotta see all the work we did.
Okay. Look, we do work. Look how much we work.
For those that are listening to just the audio, we have some sticky notes in a book, which is so much work.
Work?
We listen to audiobooks, so actually looking at a physical copy of a book and writing notes in it is quite strange.
I mean, I kind of like it, though.
I did, too. I like it for this.
It's one of those things where it's it's so fun to see the difference between the audiobook and the written word.
Yes.
And it's only because, I don't know, for me in my head, when I look at the written book now, I hear the narrator.
Oh, for sure. And the narrator, like I said in the previous episodes, phenomenal job. She does so
amazing.
Good.
Good.
When Violet is drugged, she does so good. She really plays it up. She is drugged, and you could very much tell that she is drugged. Just from she's slurring her words, she's tipsy, like...
Yeah, she made it very realistic.
She really did.
And it was really good. Okay,
it really was. And really good. And again, this is the unabridged one-person narrator. This is not the graphic audio. And if you guys are into audiobooks, I recommend it. She does such a good job in distinguishing the different characters and everything as well.
Yes.
So good. Such a fan.
But back to what we were
actually
talking about. Besides the fact that Nolan is really old.
Yeah.
Nolan is so old.
When I listened to it the first time, I really thought he was like 40s to 60s.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I aged him in my head.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely agree. I didn't realize he was
that old.
That old.
Wow.
I know. That's crazy. I apologize. Sorry about that, guys. I know that could be annoying.
How dare you have a bodily function?
I know. It's the worst. But also the fact that she was like drugged immediately.
Yeah.
It's almost like she didn't get a say in it. They were just like, here, take this. Yeah. And she just so readily trusts them.
Which is wild because it shows that like in the whole book it's don't trust anybody. Really?
Yeah.
And it's interesting in how they're like, no, but you gotta trust these people.
Yeah. It's interesting because Xaden stresses that more in this book than anybody.
Don't trust anybody?
Yeah, and then, Mira says it in the beginning as well. Mm-hmm. But she also says, lean on these people.
Yeah, and it's very interesting on, like, the dynamics in the sense of she's trying to figure out who she can trust and who she can't trust. Yeah. It's very interesting on how she's doing that.
Yeah, and then, but not only that is, like, it's so interesting how even though she was drugged, she was very adamant, like, she didn't want to be healed. Mm-hmm. Because she didn't want to be considered weak.
Yeah, and she was like, I deal with this pain all the time, like, I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be able to function, it'll just take a couple weeks, like, it's fine.
And then, just, like, this... listen to the scene and read the scene and then realize that basically Dane and Nolan are talking as if she's not even there. Yeah. Like when they're talking about it, they're like, no, like this is the time, like this is what we should do. And she's like drugged, slurring, saying, no, I can do it. Mm-hmm. Like I got this. And they're just trying to make decisions for her life, and
and it's very much them saying, "Oh, send her to the scribe quadrant," and like, why is she here? Like, we need to get her out, and she's like, "No, like, I want to stay." Yeah, like, and she also obviously a big part of it is like her mom. She knows her mom will just kick her back, but I do think she's like, "Hey, I've made it this long. Like, I kind of want to see how far I go."
Yeah, and then I mean, she also did mention it, like you said, that. She was like, why am I going to even bother to try to go if my mom's just going to send me back here? Like, what like,
there's no point of trying to leave.
Yeah. And so that's a very interesting thing to wrestle with in this chapter. Mm-hmm. But then not only that is, like, you hear that she has been training a lot, with Rhiannon.
Yes, she, they've been studying together, and then when she gets back from the infirmary and is back in her room, is like, hey, like, I'll help you train on the mat. Like, so she's paying back, not paying back, because I do think it's not really a paying back, but hey, you're helping me with this, like, let me help you with this, like, we're friends. Like, let me help you out, you're helping me. It's the least I could do. Mm-hmm.
I agree, and I just think that builds their friendship more. Mm-hmm. It's like the idea of having,
I agree,
people in your corner, and like if you don't possess that skill set, then I am here to build you up and strengthen you where you may fall short and help you build that up, and I think that's great to have in any person's corner.
And it again solidifying Rhea and Violet are gonna be great friends. Mm-hmm. Like, the friendship in these books, and I just really love, even with the side characters, like the dynamics. Like, she really wrote the side characters very well. That I feel like agree. A lot of authors, and just it makes sense, just kind of passes over the side characters' dynamics, just because why, like, you're focusing on the main characters so much.
I mean, they are, side characters for a reason.
Exactly, but I feel like she did do very well with the side characters in this book.
Yeah.
And just how, hey, I'll help you out. Oh, you'll do this, I'll do that. And then, like, just the bickering, like, it seems so realistic, just, like, the bickering between the characters that...
Yeah.
It's not so, like, oh, we just love each other. Oh, it's, oh, like, you're my best friend, I'd do anything. Like, yes, it is that, but it is also the, like, bickering. I was trying to think of a line.
Yeah, I do think that just in between her and Rhiannon, it's a lot of, like, more, like, ball busty and, like, very, like, hey, we're still, like, we can do this together. Yeah. Which I think is great. And so that level of banter and play really lends towards, the dynamic in the book.
Yes.
And then I love when, they're coming back and Rhee's, like, saying that she wants to help her, and then, Violet gets such a lovely gift from Mira.
Yeah, she does.
Like, that is... I don't know. I really love Mira.
Mira is so good. I love her so much.
I have a thing, I think. But I just think that it was so nice after such a trying, like, day or week.
A hard day. Like, she had a hard... Her arm just snapped. Yeah. If it wasn't that day, it was a couple days ago.
Yeah, and the fact that Mira, like, went out of her way to give her Brennan's book and the sentimentality and how she felt, seeing her brother's handwriting after 5 years, thinking everything has been burned because that is as their custom.
They burn
everything.
If the person dies, they burn everything.
Which, like, I think is kind of crazy.
That is, like, wild. Like, I can't imagine burning all of your shit.
Yeah, but yes, I couldn't imagine burning all of your shit. There'd be so much shit. It
would be too much. I'd be like, wow, just burn the house.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't even think a house would take care of it. I'm sure that you have more stuff than a house. You have, like, a barn and you got all this other stuff.
That's true. Just don't kill my animals.
No, why would I? You're a psycho. You're a psycho if you thought that was going to happen.
Well, I know it wouldn't have. You would take the animals.
Yeah. Duh. But anyway, it is interesting that is the custom to kind of, like, erase them out of the family and the culture, and...
Like, once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, and once they're gone, and there's no turning back, and there's no coming back from it. But obviously, that is how death is regardless of the world,
Yeah, and, like...
There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even if someone... Like, imagine someone faking their death and, like, coming back and, like, all this shit is burned. Like, that'd be so mind-boggling. Like, oh. Like, I knew that was the custom, but I kind of hoped you kept that.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, that'd be hard.
Yeah, but then also, like, sentimentality for the family, because, like, Violet is so choked up about seeing her brother's handwriting for the first time, and it being so jarring, like, she forgets to respond to Rhiannon, and Rhiannon's like, hey,
good, bro?
What's going on? Are you okay? Like, what is that? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
like, oh, like, what is it? Like,
yeah.
Everything okay? Like, is someone dying?
Yeah, basically. And so it was just, I think, like, that was so sweet of Mira because, right now she can't have a lot of contact. And, like, the fact that she paid a scribe to sneak that in there for her.
Yeah, and it's a book that is going to help her survive because it's like, this is the tips and tricks that Brennan learned throughout the years. Now, and he gave it to Mira, so now Mira's like, hey, he gave this to me, this is for you. Don't be a dumbass and survive.
Yeah, and then she also, like, mentions that, like, yes, it was originally Brennan's book, but she wrote a lot in it as well.
She did.
This is what helped her as well. And I think imparting that knowledge to your sibling is just so powerful. And especially, like, the way that they did it, because there really is no contact from the outside world.
Yeah.
So
once they're in the war college, they're in the, like, especially in the first year where it's like, hey, because it is so deadly, you're not allowed to have contact with anybody.
Yeah.
You can't write letters. You can't do any of that.
Yeah, which I think is...
That'd be hard.
Yes, that would be so difficult and so hard, but a very interesting, like, way to control people and to isolate people and to, train people into getting into a very specific mindset without the worry or the burden of the outside world. You know? It's very interesting how they set that up.
It is. I agree.
I agree. Okay.
Which kind of actually leads us into chapter 7.
Yes.
Which something that we haven't talked about is you okay?
I'm okay. What have we not talked about?
Is something that both Kaylee and I, even on our first read, really, really appreciated was the beginning excerpts. Like, in front of the chapters.
I love them.
They have the beginning excerpts on the top, and we really, really appreciated them. For chapter 7 in specifically... What? In chapter 7 specifically, it's in the best interest of preserving peace within Navarre. No more than 3 cadets carrying rebellion relics may be assigned to any squad of any quadrant. And then, in addition to last year's changes, marked ones assembling in groups of 3 or more will now be considered an act of conspiracy and is hereby a capital offense.
Yeah, that's crazy to think that, like, just a group of 3 people
is illegal.
Yeah, is illegal.
Really quick, back to, like, the just in general, the excerpts at the top, I feel like those have the most
meaning and foreshadowing throughout all of the books.
All of them.
And they really do matter, and you should read or listen to all of it and really pay attention, because, not going to lie, I love it.
It's so good. There's so much foreshadowing in them. It's amazing.
I have a really big theory about the beginning excerpts that I'm sure that we'll talk about later on as we get through the books, but I'm very excited to see where this is going.
I'm very excited. You're like,
yay! Because I really do. I love the beginning excerpts before, like, we really get into the chapter, because it really makes it feel like a journal, and it really makes it feel like a first account, and it makes it feel more realistic, because there's almost like these historical, like, quotes or like
it helps you understand the world a lot more.
Yes,
like, it puts you into the world because you're hearing not just from Violet's point of view, but from, like, everybody's point of view and their histories and kind of how the world is run from these little tiny 1 to 2 sentence quotes. It's so good.
It is.
It's so good. It elevates the book quite significantly for me.
Chapter 7, beginning wise, she just found Brennan's handbook, and she knows who she's going to
she finds
spar
out
with,
Yes, she figures out that Brennan tells her in the book, like, hey, like, if you know where to look, you can find out who you're sparring with. Do with that what you will. And how does she deal with that, Kaylee?
She's just she goes and she's collecting some herbs.
Just
some herbs. Just
she's making them a nice dinner. Maybe some tea.
Maybe some tea. Some sprinkle on the eggs, like, just a little bit here and there, spicing things up. She's a real home cook, if you will.
Yes.
And I love that. And so the beginning is her, like, sneaking out to this field and to this big tree that she has basically climbed up her whole life, because she lived at Bethskaya for
Bethskaya.
You know what? Sometimes these names are really hard.
They are. They're quite long.
Let me try it one more time. Bethskaya.
Wow, look at you.
Wow. I just slow down and breathe. I can say things.
Do we ever slow down and breathe?
No.
Never.
Never. But she's out and she's climbing up this tree and she openly says, like, man, this would be so much easier during the day, but yeah. I cannot risk being caught because if I am caught, who knows what's going to happen because technically
this is illegal.
Yeah.
And she can't be out past
her curfew.
Her curfew, which is before this when she's out.
Yeah. So curfew has already passed and now she is out past curfew.
And so she's in the tree, she's getting the berries and things, and Xaden and some rebel kids start showing up. And it's in a group bigger than 3 that the excerpt said, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, it was very interesting because there's only a couple of older cadets and it's mostly first years.
And this is Garrick and Bodhi's first appearance, which I have missed them. I do really like them. And you know, they're at this meeting and they're just trying to help the first year survive. And first years are kind of going, hey, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. How did you do this?
Yeah.
And, you know, Xanon's like, hey, like, I can't save all of, like, you know, like, I can't save all of you. Like, you got to do it yourself.
Yeah. Like, I can give you all the tools and the knowledge that I can. But if you don't want to use those tools and knowledge, then that's
on you. Like, you're going to die. Like, sorry.
Yeah. If you don't have the strength to live, then you know where you're going to go. And I also think that it's so interesting because she's in this tree, like, hiding.
Yeah, in the shadows.
Yeah, hiding in the shadows, like, with her cloak over her, like, trying to be so inconspicuous. And then wrestling with the fact that she's still, like, she is just a goody two-shoes and loves the rules. And Dane loves the rules. And she's, like, grappling with the fact that she's like, oh, wow, there's, like, more than 3 of them. Do I need to go tell Dane right now? And she's sitting there and she's listening.
And she's playing with her conscience, like...
Yeah, like that big wrestle.
Should I?
Yeah, should I go tell Dane? Because I know that that's what the rules tell me I need to do.
Yeah.
Or... should I wait for a bit? And then, you know, as the book goes on and she's waiting there and she's realizing why they're there. And it's basically so that the first years get the help that they need because they have, you know, marks on them. Yeah. And their relics, they are discriminated against and they are, like, ostracized.
Yeah. And she just realizes, like, hey, like, maybe this isn't so bad. Like, what they're doing is technically illegal, but they shouldn't be punished for asking for help, and the third year shouldn't be punished for helping them.
Yeah, and I think, like, that's a big thing in this book that is just so powerful, almost, that it's the idea of, you know, her humanity really always shining through, and yes, she loves, like, knowledge, you know, if she studied as a scribe, of course she's gonna love knowledge and know the law, but also the fact that she does have, like, a big heart and can distinguish what is right in the eyes of the law and then what is morally right to her and, like, who she is as a character.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. And then, it is fun to kind of see her just, like, listening in, and then all of a sudden they're like, can we kill Violet? Oh, can I be the one to murder her?
Yes, they openly are like, hey, let's murder her. And, you know, Violet's sitting up there being, wow, like, they're not bad people. It's okay. Like,
but they just are, like, planning to murder me.
Need to get help. And then all of a sudden, murder.
Can I be the one to murder Violet? Like, when are we gonna do it? Like, come on, man. And then Xanon's like, excuse me, that's mine.
Yeah, just, like, the way that he's like, oh no, like, I'm gonna do it, she's mine, is very, very funny to me.
It's so funny. And then they're all like, why, that's not fair, like, why the fuck do you get to do it?
Yeah.
And he's just like, because I'm the wing leader.
Yeah.
He just is like, because I can.
Just like power that rank.
Yeah. He very much plays with the rank so much.
Yes, I think that he does, but also at the same time, like, I mean, why would you not?
I know, that is true.
Like, why would you not? Like, if that's, like, the easiest way to do it, then let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
Also, I just think that it's so funny when they mention it, how she's like, maybe I really should go tell somebody about it because this seems scary.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be murdered, which, very valid.
Yes,
I also,
very, very valid.
Personally, I don't know about you, don't want to be murdered.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a good way to go out.
I kind of agree. I don't really love that.
No.
You know?
Yeah. So after that, they disperse. But Xaden stays behind and it's like, hey, I know you're there.
Yeah. And just, like, the fact that, like, he knew
the entire
probably, yeah, the whole time.
She was in the shadows.
And the interaction between them is so
good.
It's so good.
Because this is their first alone interaction ever. Because the first time was before the parapet, but before the parapet, there was, like, you know, other people there. Rhea was there, Dylan was there, the person with Xaden was there. People were there, so, like, they weren't alone. So this is, like, their first alone visit together.
Yes.
Which is so good. Like, it really held up to my expectations. So good.
Yeah, because I think, like, as you read them, as you go on, it's very obvious that Xaden plays a very large role in this book.
Really?
I know.
Who knew?
Crazy.
She doesn't have enough thing.
I mean, you
might.
never know.
She might. We don't know.
The series is not done yet, so she could end up with Dane.
Yeah. She could. You couldn't say it with a straight face.
She really could.
She could.
And
that she grabs for his belt buckle.
She does.
She does? Out of context quote, she grabs for his belt buckle.
That is very true. It's one of those things where, you know, she's
a very horny person.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It is okay. We like the representation of horny people.
I know.
Horny women in specific.
Yes, horny women specifically. But it's also like, you know, the idea that, like, that's her, you know, childhood best friend that she's, like, had a crush on, like, almost her whole life.
Yeah.
Like, and now, she's like, oh man, like, I watched him grow up. Like, we grew up together, and I've been in love with him since we were kids.
Yes.
You know?
But it is interesting. I don't know if you want to read it this time. Let me just open it, though.
Yeah, so, like, when they first meet...
Why did you write it upside down?
Well, you know what? I didn't realize that that's the way that they went. So, now that's the way they are.
It's okay.
It is okay.
So this is page 85. Would you like to read it since you were kind of the one that highlighted this one?
I mean, I guess. So this is page 85. And this is kind of like in the middle of the scene, but I just thought that this describes, like, Xaden and Violet's dynamic so well, and the fact that he's, like, so willing to play with her in such a, like, facetious way.
Yeah, like yes, that was a great way to say it.
And I just think that it's so fun. So it says, fascinating. You look all frail and breakable, but you're really a violent little thing, aren't you?
So there's the first instance of the nickname.
As you go on, that nickname does develop, and he does call her Violent or Violence throughout the rest of the book, and I just think that little, like, tidbit in the first encounter was absolutely amazing.
I agree.
Just because he's so it's like ballsy about it.
He does not care.
Like, no, he really just does not care. And I think like that is something that is so refreshing about Xaden is
he's not well put together. Like, he's not trying to be the hero.
Yes, he is for sure like an anti-hero, which is
so good.
So fun to see.
So fun.
But then it's also fun to see the contrast between him and Dane. And like we see it even more as the conversation goes on. Mm-hmm. And
Violet throws daggers at his head and he's like, "You missed," and she's like, "Did I?" And so he steps back and it brushed his ear, like, against it, because they landed in a tree and he stepped back and it brushed against his ears. And he was like, "Oh, like, you should do that to Jack Barlow because I think that would shut him up. Yeah. Like, you need to deal with Jack Barlow. Like, this is ridiculous." And keep in mind, Xaden is the man that wants to kill her. And he even is like, Jack Barlow needs to kind of stop.
Yeah. Yes, which is kind of crazy that he is just like, hey, if you did that to Jack Barlow, he would really think twice about murdering you. And it's almost like she didn't think about it. Like, she's just like, oh, well, I can't do that because, like, that would be breaking the rules and I would let down Dane, my childhood love, who's so hot now.
But also, she thinks Xaden is very hot.
I mean, how can you not? I'm so sorry. Like, the way that she describes him, you're like, yep, that's very nice. We like that.
He is very sassy and very ballsy.
Yes.
He's very ballsy.
But I also love that he is that very, like, dark, suave man.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I think about Xaden in, like, the real world, he's a gothic man. He's a very romantic man. He loves romance, but will never tell you that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree with this.
And I'm just like, I love it.
You're here for it.
I'm here for it. I really am.
Yeah, and then the next line that we have marked, oh god, let me just pick up the book, is
yeah, are you gonna say it?
I am.
There you go.
"You're not gonna handle me?" I call after him, shock raising my brows. "Not tonight. What are you waiting for? It's no fun if you expect it. Now get back to bed before your wing leader notices you're out after curfew." It's so good.
I think I really love the line when he's like, "Oh, well, it's no fun if you expect what's gonna happen," you know?
Yeah, like, oh, it's no fun if you're expecting it.
Like, it
really shows that this is a game for him. Like, he's having fun with it.
Yeah.
He's not ready to murder her. He's like, oh, you know what? Kind of having fun.
Yeah, he's, like, having fun. He's being sarcastic. He's also, like, semi, like, being, if you keep our secret too, like...
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, you're not your mom. Like, and he said that back when I think it was Xaden that, like,
they were in the... I don't know if it was Xaden or if it was Bodhi, honestly.
It was either Xaden, Bodhi, or Garrick. It was one of the...
Yeah, because they say it in front of the whole group.
Yes, it was in front of the whole group, and it was just kind of like, hey, like, Violet isn't her mom. Like, she can make her own choices. Like, we don't know what she's gonna be until we spend a little bit more time with her, kind of watching how her actions are. And so then once Xaden and her alone, he asked her, he's like, hey, are you gonna tell my secret? And she's like, oh, like, no. And he takes a second and trusts her.
Yeah, and, like, the fact that he is, like, not gonna lie, putting a lot of fucking faith in her because he doesn't really know her at all, and it seems like it would be really hard to trust somebody that is, like, the daughter of my parents' murderer. Like,
yeah, like that'd be,
you know?
And it goes back to that generational resentment, generational trauma. It would be really, really hard to, like, to, like, have the feelings towards someone that, like, murdered your parents. Like, that would be...
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine that feeling.
Yeah, but then not only that, like, murdered your parents, but while you were so young, like, you became an orphan. Like, you were not raised by them, because, like, now when they're here in, you know, this, in school, I'm going to call it school.
You don't want to say the word?
Betskaya.
Good job.
You know, War College. Do you feel better if I call it War College?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, fine.
Thank
now
you.
that we're in War College.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And
it's also...
They're older.
They're older.
Like, what? You know, anywhere between 18 and 22, 23-ish.
Yeah, and it's... also, like, not only did their parents die and, like, be murdered, they all have marks. They all have the relics of...
Yeah.
And, like, society really shames them. They're ostracized from society, and, like, that would make it so much harder.
Yeah, is that how you feel being a ginger?
You said that so snappily. Like, you were so ready. Like, that was, like, waiting in your soul.
I did. I was waiting for it, because I was like, it's gonna be great. Okay.
You were waiting for that one.
Sorry. I mean, listen, she's my best friend and I can say what I want. But if anybody else makes fun of her, I'll come after you. You're not allowed. Only I am. But yeah, just being ostracized for your whole life must be, like, really difficult. And then on top of that, being an orphan.
Yeah.
And, like, not, like, really getting to know your parents anymore.
Yeah, that's really sad. And you don't know this, like, state of their relationship when they did die.
Yeah.
Like, when they are older, like, they could have ended on a good note. They could have ended on a bad note. They could have been sad, or, like, something, like, we don't know how it ended.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, not only that, is, like, they must have been, like, very young, you know? 10 at the most.
Yeah, and they don't... At that age, you can know what death is, but you don't know what death is. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it's also, like, difficult to process when it is your own parents. You know?
Yeah.
But I think that they really do a good job, like, encapsulating that portion.
They do. They really do. And it is, like, impressive that Xanon trusted her.
Yeah.
And she does say, she's like, this 30 seconds can make or break my life. Like, this is literally a life or death situation. And she's just standing there waiting for him to, like, oh, okay, I trust you. I owe you a favor. Oh, yeah. And then he's like, I owe you a favor.
Yeah.
Like, you're keeping this secret for me. I'll keep this for you, but I owe you a favor.
Yeah, because I think, honestly, I like how that exchange kind of happened, because I feel like he knew that it was also life and death for him. Because if she reported, all of them would die, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be everybody that showed up to that meeting. All dead, you know?
Yeah.
Because of her. And then...
And he trusts her. Like, he doesn't...
Yeah. And then, but also, I think, like, there was, like, a little, like, exchange, like, happening. He was, like, you know, in his head being like, oh, if she says yes, then I won't kill her tonight. You know?
Yeah.
Which I think is a fun little dynamic. You don't know what's gonna happen, you know?
I do. I think it'd be really fun to get a Xanon POV for this chapter.
Yeah, I mean...
I think that'd be really interesting, just to kind of see his thought process. Because I know we got it for chapter 9, and then, like, chapter, like, 16 or something, I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
We got 2 chapters. 3! There's another one. She just released another one. So we got 3 chapters that were from his point of view, and I think it'd be really interesting to get one from, like, this point of view. It's, like, their first alone interaction. I think would be quite interesting.
Yeah, quite fascinating.
Quite fascinating.
Yeah, very tittillating.
Am I wrong? Like, don't you kind of want to know, like, what he's thinking?
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so that's kind of how the chapter ends. Why am I the one trying to keep us on track today? Hey, so I'm the opposite.
You got
Look
it.
Look at me. Now you gonna be the silly, goofy girl.
Yeah, I'm a silly, goofy girl.
Okay. So then we go into chapter 8. Which, wow, there's so much.
Yeah, well, you know what? I love to talk about him, but, you know, Dane is here again.
I'm at the point of, and I remember when I was first reading this, I really got so annoyed with him so quickly, and it's there again, and I'm so done with it. Like, it literally, like, within the first, what am I at now? Like, 6 chapters, I'm like, this man needs to leave. This is exhausting. Yeah. Like, I'm so annoyed. This man needs to go. Can we just have him shut up, please? Shut up about your stupid squad. Stop.
But, like,
sorry.
She's, like, so into it. No. She's, like, eating that shit up. She's like, this seems good. But then now this is when she really starts being
She does start getting annoyed. She does start getting annoyed. Finally.
I don't know if she gets annoyed.
But she is like,
or if she is like,
sorry, I'm not comfortable.
Maybe somebody else has
a point.
A more interesting point of view.
Zayden Ryerson, everybody. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. But I just think that it's funny how she's very much like, I really, really like him. And then he, you know, as they're like walking to breakfast, you know, it's still early, technically curfew still being enforced unless you're going to a post, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And
like they don't have classes quite yet. It's just kind of getting ready, going getting food, and like doing all of those things. And all of the first years have like duties they need to do. And so like one of those is breakfast duty, and so she's getting her breakfast duty done with that she does a couple times a week. Yeah. And you know Dane is
escorting her.
Thank you. And it's just like teasing her of like her lack of a sex life.
Yeah. And just like well, what have you been doing since I've been gone? And like, have you blah blah blah? Because she's like, oh, I'm sure like you were first year. I'm sure you have.
Yeah, and it's just again like I said about chapter 7, like the bickering between like it seems very realistic, and like that is a conversation you have with your friends. Like I've had that conversation with you. Like it's just making fun of each other and like having fun. Like it is. I feel like it is specifically in fantasy books. Like we've read a good chunk of fantasy books. That dynamic is really, really hard to hit because it is in a different world, and it is like normally it's fae, it's witches, it's other beings that aren't human, and it is really refreshing to have humans. Like it is just, and like yes, there's technically magic, but it's not magic. Like it's magic. Okay. It is magic, but it is like not fae magic where they're immortal and they can't die. They live for 500 years. It's like you very much feel
the mortality.
The mortality, and I do think the dynamics is a big part of that.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
There is magic
to see.
The signets are magic. That's not what I was trying to say.
I know. That's why I looked at you like that.
I know.
But I understand what you're saying. You're saying that it is refreshing to see human interactions be so realistic and really mirroring the real world, especially within friendship dynamics, regardless of the sex or the gender, you know?
Yeah, and it's, again, very realistic.
Yeah. I also think that it's just so fun because as they're walking, you know, just she casually comes out of a room, and you like see like Tara in the background, like, you know, fixing her shirt going out, and
go Ree though.
But like Violet is so proud. She's like, damn, she's been really wanting to get together with Tara for so long, like since we first got here. And Dana's like, you guys shouldn't be hooking up. Like, you're not a first year, like
this man
like
and the rules.
You need to follow the rules, and you should be in bed in abstinence or whatever.
I really hate this man.
But like, I love that. Also, like, Ree is just still so playful in the situation. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, technically, you just got caught by your superior coming out of a sexual encounter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say that, but I don't know.
We've said so many other things.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Regardless, sexual encounters. And then you're just like still like you see your best friend and you're just like, yeah.
I know we've done that with each other.
It's also just like one of those things where you're like, oh, the way that Ree is like plays back and like gives Violet a hard time,
and she gives Dana a hard time too.
Yeah, and gives Dana a hard time about like, oh, well, like, you guys are out. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you're a second year with a first year. Ooh. That's scandalous.
And a squad leader.
And a squad leader. And I love the fact that it's just so playful, especially between Ree and Violet. And I love that Violet is, like, I don't know, just so accepting of her friends and like their sex lives, and
yeah,
like, yeah, you go
like,
for it.
Like you said, accepting, and it's like again, like that was gay.
What?
I know.
That's crazy. I would have no idea that they were gay unless you literally just said that. Like, I can't believe that it didn't click that they were gay until you said it.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
But like it did, like, I know that I'm going to speak on this a bit later. The representation in this book brings me a lot of joy. It's very casual, and it's just a part of the world.
It is, and I think, like, there is something so fun about that. To see that in, like, the first couple of chapters that, you know, you can see that, you know, a certain, like, protagonists are not white. That you can see that, you know...
Like, it is very adamant that, like, Xaden is not white.
No.
And I know that in, like...
He's not a white man, and I don't care. He's not. I refuse, and I have a lot of opinions about it, but he is not.
And neither's, like, Riddick. Like, no. Riddick is a Filipino man. In my heart and in my soul, that man is a Filipino man, and we love him so much. But that's beside the point. But it's, like, in an interview, Rebecca Yarros was like, that Xaden is not white. Like, for the TV show that is coming out, which I'm so nervous for, but I'm actually kind of excited. Which we will be talking about at some point.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes out, we'll do another series. But...
maybe we'll do, like, one of those, like, reaction, like, watch and react videos or something.
That'd be so fun. But she was like, what... Because someone asked, like, oh, like, what are you very adamant about? And she was like, that Xaden isn't white. Like, he's not white. And...
I just, like, I personally, just, like, the way that he's written, I cannot see him as a white man.
No.
I'm so sorry. That is the way that sounds.
Yes. But, I do like the casual representation in just the disability department, in the LGBTQ, because there is more representation later on, the disabilities, the race, the, like, everything like that. Like, I really appreciate it.
Yes, I love it. I also love that, like, she hits it so early on.
Yes.
That it's, like, so part of the world that it's normal and nobody questions it, and nobody has any type of, like, pushback or, like, that's weird, like, or...
and when there is, in a sense, it's, why do you act like that's weird? Like, why would I not know?
Yeah, I guess it's like I'm surprised that you didn't know because this seems like it's very common knowledge. Like everybody else knows this, so why don't you? Almost. Yeah. Which I think is still also like a fun dynamic to have in a world, but I love that, like we said, she's just so inclusive. But also,
she really is.
Yeah, Rhee's gay. I don't know
if
you knew, but Rhee is gay.
In case you didn't know.
We love it.
We're here for it.
Yes, we're here for it.
We're so here for it. Mm-hmm. And Dane is, like, you can't be doing that. It's like, you're a first year.
Yeah, just like the fact that he's like, I think it's funny that, like, she makes a point to be like, he's not necessarily caught up because they're gay. He's caught up because this, like, breaks a little rule in the codex that you're not supposed to be out of your bed before a certain time unless you have the specific duty.
I swear I hate this man and so much. He just annoys the shit out of me, like, so much. I need him to go away.
I mean, you don't want somebody to be like, Ashley, well, according to Rule 4.8.5, Section B in the Codex, you are not allowed to be out of your room currently at this time.
I might murder that person, honestly. But, that's awful.
Yeah, I also think that, like, the fact that he's just so much rule following and then just very quickly veers it to, hey, by the way, I still think that you should go back to the scribe quadrant. Like, I think you should leave.
Yeah, like, it's so, like, in tandem for him. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so much, like, oh, like, we need to follow rules. Mm-hmm. Get out.
Yes.
You need to stay away.
Yeah.
Go be safe. And she's like, bro, like, I've made it this far. Like, let me make the decision. And I think after the tree conversation, this is when she really starts going, oh, and then a little bit. And then after a couple chapters, it's like, oh, like, this is becoming an issue.
I mean, it's just so interesting to see, like, now that after the first real alone interaction with Xaden, and to see her interactions with Dane.
They're very different dynamics.
Yeah,
for sure.
Very interesting. And then, he drops her off in the kitchen. And the day goes on.
Nope, and then she gives poison.
Yeah, well, I mean, the day goes on and she does her little chef magic.
Yeah, she just put her little herbs.
Yeah, she did a little omelet action during breakfast for her,
Oren, I think is who she fights for.
Yes, and, she'll see them on the mat later.
Yeah.
For her first sparring match.
Yeah.
And then...
In, class.
Mm-hmm.
Kaori?
Yes, Professor Kaori.
Thank you. Projects, I guess that's his signet. Then he can, project images? Question mark?
I think so. The way that they described it, it kind of seemed like he's, like, projecting this, like, picture on a wall. Or,
I don't know
like,
if that's a 3D signet or if it's something. I don't know. Yeah.
Something. I don't know how that works.
And he talks about Sigale and how she is the rarest blue dragon.
Yeah. Which I think is really cool to hear, like, about Xaden's dragon like that.
Yeah.
She is the rarest blue dragon.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really interesting also, and how they really did make the point of, like, she doesn't like to follow dragon law.
Yeah.
I think that's really interesting, like, and they didn't say that about, like, any other dragon. So I do think it's really interesting that they said it about her.
Yeah, there are, like, specific things that they say about her in the book that I just think are so interesting. That she doesn't follow dragon law, but also just, like, about her character, about how they're like, oh, she is so, ruthless, or, I'm trying to think about what.
I feel like I always yawn on the podcast, and I'm, like, not tired, but I just yawn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
It's because I'm boring.
You are. You're the worst person. Yes.
I am so boring, and that's why I drug Ashley onto this podcast, because I needed somebody to suck the life out of. Anyway, back to this. I know, as you can tell, I am an energy vampire, so.
Oh, obviously.
Back to this, it says, ruthless does not even begin to describe her. Nor does she abide by what we assume is considered common dragon laws. So
How
interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. I have many theories that we cannot talk about quite yet.
Yeah.
But just know, there are some theories that I am very excited to talk about.
Very excited.
I don't think we should talk about until at least after the second book or the third.
I know.
Which is so hard. There's so many. They're all right here.
And then it goes on to say that Sigale does whatever she wants whenever she wants.
Yeah, and so I can't say anything.
Yeah, so but, I mean, I loved that part. I thought like that was so cool.
And especially as you go ahead, so sorry. And also like I like the description, because as you get to know her later in the book, and like, you know, you kind of just get to know all the characters better as the book progresses, almost like you're reading a book, a good book. That description really did describe her quite well.
Yeah, and then also just the fact that in this lesson, you know, it is open knowledge that Kaori does say that no other blue dragons are going to mate this, like, are going to bond this season.
Yeah, I think it...
Like, they're not going to do it.
It's really interesting in how, like... do that. And it's also really interesting in how, like, I like how it's the dragon's choice to bond. Like, it's not like they're holding these dragons hostages to bond these riders. Like, it's, no, like, the dragons choose, which I think is very unique to this world. Like, I feel like a lot of the time it's, people are like, oh, we keep dragons and now you have to ride these dragons and blah blah blah. Like, no, this is very much the dragons are kind of ruling this world. Yeah, it's kind of just the idea of we're humans and we have pets, but actually the humans are the pets. Yeah, it's very very interesting, and it's fun to see that dynamic. And how it progresses through the book and through the entire series. And also even in the beginning, and just how people describe the dragons, and how you could just tell the dragons have such a huge impact on this world.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the dragons are shaping their world, and the fact that they have, you know, different types, and like they have literally a whole like class section devoted on all of these, you know, types. Interesting, like it goes on because, you know, Sigale is a
blue dagger tail?
Yeah, it is a
dagger tail?
I believe so. Yes, she's a blue dagger tail.
Okay.
And then, you know, goes on to describe like other black dragons, and because black dragons are extremely rare, which is like another type of dragon, obviously.
Really, you know what I thought it was a worm.
That I did. I needed to clarify that just in case you got lost, Ashley.
Oh yeah, you know, I thought the entire time my first read, I thought that worm.
Yeah, you thought worm. So good. I love that. That was great.
It's fine. I thought that certain characters, and I thought all of the dragons were worms.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good it's okay. job. And the reason why they bring it up is just because this is another type of dragon that also refused to bond.
Yes.
They haven't seen any black dragons for like 5 years, it says. Yeah,
and it's really interesting because Naolan?
Who?
Naolan? Anyway, this guy protects Brennan from dying. Yeah, that is mentioned in this book. Brennan is Violet and Mira's brother.
Yes.
And they, in this chapter, explain how the black dragon has not bonded in 5 years since his rider passed away.
Yeah.
And this rider passed away from protecting Brennan, who sadly did pass away.
Yeah.
But he was a siphon, the guy that protected Brennan, and he, Kaori did make a big point of saying if you were able to siphon and bring someone back to life, like, you would be a god.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting. Like, very interesting wording. Like, oh, what do you mean? Please explain.
Yeah.
Please explain. I need details.
I also think that it's just, like, it goes to show how powerful their dragons are if their signet really does come from their dragons. And, like,
yes.
If a siphon signet is one of the most powerful signets, then, you know, just think about how much power this black dragon really could be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so interesting when they, like, do that. They say, like, black dragons, they are the smartest and most discerning of the dragon types. But also, you know, the fact that they are so powerful and charging and things like that. Jack Barlow has a large interest.
Yes, he does. And we're back. And again, I know we said it in yesterday's, or our last episode. He is go, go, go all of the time. Like, he really does not stop. And it's, I mean, good for him. That sounds exhausting.
It really does. But, you know, we gotta love a man that puts in that work.
He's doing great.
And, you know.
Doing that, he's doing great.
Yeah.
It might not be the work that we appreciate, but we appreciate the fact that he's doing something.
At least he's trying, you know.
That's where the bars become.
Yeah, basically. And so, you know, I think that was the rest of the chapter, right?
Well, kind of. So then, she fights Orin on the mat.
Oh, that's right.
That was after that. She fights Orin on the mat. She wins because Orin just happened to be sick. And
just happened to get sick
as he was getting on the mat.
So
he started to get sick. And then, you know, there's a bit of a time skip, and she's just winning all of these matches.
Yeah, because all of her opponents are, you know,
eating breakfast where she eats.
Yeah, fallen ill, doing something.
Yeah, and then,
different symptoms every time.
Yeah, and it's different symptoms, and then one of her opponents, you know, she's about to step on the mat, and she's a bit too sick to step on the mat.
Yeah.
So then, who other than Xaden Ryerson steps onto the mat at the end of this chapter?
I was very excited because
I'm so excited for the next chapter. Like, the next chapter is so fun.
Because, I mean, I kind of loved, like, the little loophole that, like, was exploited here, because if the person that is, like, being challenged, or, like, the two people there, one person, like, steps onto the mat, that means you're ready and you're good to go.
Yep.
If the other person can't get on the mat, somebody else can get on the mat and challenge that person.
Mm-hmm.
And because the person didn't step on the mat in the first place, the person who is already on the mat, which is normally Violet, doesn't default and win.
No.
Like, there is, like, somebody else has to step up and do it.
Yeah.
Because there can't be, like, a winner
unless you fight. Yeah.
Unless somebody else actually stepped on the mat first.
Yes.
And then they, like, you know, fall in battle.
Yep.
Quotes.
Fall in battle. Yes, then, like, who other than Xaden Ryerson steps on.
I know.
And that was the last sentence of that chapter. The next chapter is so fun. Yes. It's honestly one of my favorite chapters. It's so high up there, and this is one of the chapters we actually get a Xaden POV, but we talk about those at the end of the book, because that's how we read them, and we just kind of want to go how we read them. But rest assured, we will be talking about Xaden's POV, don't worry.
Yes.
Would you like to start this chapter?
I mean, I think you're doing great. I was just, you know.
But I feel like I've started all of them, so I think you should. Or no,
I love that she's like, oh man, I think that you started all of them, and then when she goes back and she's gonna listen and be like, wow, wait. Kaylee never shuts up. Never. She never, ever shuts up. But we're on the mat. Xaden is here.
And Dane is upset about it.
Dane is so upset. And
he's like, you can't be doing that.
I love how upset he is all the time when it comes to Violet. And he's just like, no, you can't. I'm a big man.
I need to protect her at all costs.
And yes. It is very interesting to see, like, the difference of it, because they do, like, argue a bit about it.
They do.
And, I love that Xaden is just, like, pulls rank once again and is, like, very much well, I can do whatever I want.
I'm the wing leader.
I'm the wing leader. And I love that he says this to Dane. She'll be in one piece when I'm finished teaching her. I thought it was just so funny.
And it's also, I believe if I remember correctly, he disarms, but she keeps her daggers.
Yes, he does. He disarms fully because, you know, it's unfair.
And then I also, so then, you know, he disarms, he's on the mat, and then, you know, she does, like, this little kick, he knocks her down, and she does it again. No, then she, like, asks him to help her up, she falls, and he's like, bro, learn. Like, it's literally just like, are you not learning? Like, you gotta pick up on what I'm doing. And then, one of my favorite lines, let me try to find it. Please speak while I'm looking. So it's not an awkward silence.
Honestly, I loved how he is immediately, like, taunting her on the mat about how she really needs to learn how to do this because this is so imperative for her to learn how to do. Like, it's great that you can have other means, but I think, did you find it?
I did, but I found something else that we need to mention first.
Okay.
So then, kind of back to the chapter 7. But we're still in chapter 9.
You mean chapter 8 or chapter 7?
No, chapter 9, bro.
I know,
but I'm calling back to something in chapter 7.
Okay, we're calling back to something in chapter 7. Got it.
So, you know, she, instead he drops the dagger and he kicks it off the mat. So she tried to slice him, and he blocks her strike with his forearm, and then he grips her wrist with his opposite, pulls the knife out of his hand, and leans down to her face so it's only inches from hers and says, "Going for blood today, are we, Violence?" And then he's just disarming her, and he goes like, "My name is Violet," and he goes, "I think my version fits you better."
Yeah. Yes, and so, you know, in chapter 7 we see him give her that nickname.
Yes,
and
that's what I meant. That's what I was calling back to. But this is the first time that he uses it, not in the you're a violent little thing. Like it is like now he's calling her violent or violence. And then she
I also love that, like, she is still getting, like, pretty upset about this, and is like really trying her hardest and, like, giving it her all to, you know, hold her own in this very unevenly matched fight.
So uneven.
But then also as she goes on,
he, like, leans in closer and is like, taking out your enemy before the battle is really smart. I'll give you that. He caught on to what she was doing with the poisons. Yeah. And then he, problem is, if you're not testing yourself, you're not going to get any better, which I think is something that she did need to hear. I'm glad that he said that, like, hey, like, if you're not going to test yourself, you're not going to get any better. And then she was like, oh, like, you'd rather me die, I have no doubt. And then also another line. This chapter's full of great lines.
Yeah, it really was.
It's, and be denied the pleasure of your company. Like, this sass from this man. I see why the internet really, like, latched onto this man. He was written very much written by a woman. And
for sure.
So well.
There's no way that this could have ever been written by a man.
No. And so that's important to kind of like, oh, like he knows that she was poisoning. So then he, tries to hurt her again, and she wants to do the same move, but she doesn't, and then he kind of goes, oh, she can be taught. And then, like, oh, she's a quick learner, that she retorts, and then that remains to be seen.
I mean, I kind of agree with him that it does remain to be seen if she is a quick learner, just because, she's sitting over here drooling over Dane, and
Dane's sitting there like, oh my god, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
And they can't kill each other on the mat. Or, like, they can technically, but it is very frowned against. I feel like it's a very taboo-ish thing to kill someone on the mat, because there's teachers present, there are wing leaders present, there's so much authority present, that I feel like the only time I really remember seeing someone kill someone on the mat is with Jack in the first couple of chapters. Yeah,
which Jack did get reprimanded for, but it's also like one of those things where it's like, if the reprimand doesn't really go that far, is it really, I don't know, punishment, a big deal or punishment?
Exactly.
Like if you only get a slap on a wrist for snapping somebody's neck on the mat, like,
what's the point? Like, you're just gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And then, so, he continues, like, teaching her, which I think is really interesting. They fall down to the floor.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they kind of forget that there's other people there.
Yes.
Like, they audibly say this, like, she's like, oh, like, I kind of forgot people are watching us.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, I think it's really interesting in how, like, he's whispering in her ear and, like, teaching her, but definitely putting on a show for other people.
Yes.
I think that really also speaks to their relationship.
I mean, he
and himself.
In and of himself is such a showman.
He really is. He's like...
He is, like, 110% like the, I'm... Like the marquee of this book, that they blend into everything and can do everything, and is the showman and is the presenter and puts on a great farce. Yes. And is willing to, not only put on this big grand show, but also, like, be helpful in teaching her and kind and gracious and giving her like these like little moments with him almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it kind of shows, like, is he starting to, like, care for her? But it's also, I think he wants to have fun. Yeah. I think it is just, I want to have fun with her, and she's lame. Let me at least make it a more even playing field.
Yeah, like, it's, I kind of agree with him. It's, first of all, it's no fun when somebody knows that it's going to happen. And then number two, it's no fun if somebody doesn't know how to play the game.
Yes.
Yes,
I agree.
If it's so unevenly matched, it's not fun. The game isn't fun.
Very true. So, and then he shows her, like, where to, like, strike him with the rib. And he actually, like, exposes himself very vulnerably with, like, hey, don't go for why did you go for my shoulder? Like, you can't reach that. Go for my ribs. And he physically takes her hand, like, they're on the mat, he's on top of her, and, like, physically drags her arm and says, like, this is where you should have struck, because you can get a better angle. Hitting a kidney might not kill, but it will take me out.
Yeah.
And so it is very interesting to show, like, he's putting himself in a very vulnerable position to teach her, which... that is not his nature.
I mean, is it not, though? Because, like, we're in, chapter 9, and we just saw him in chapter 7 being like, oh, like, let me help in whatever way I possibly can with all these other people.
That is true.
So I would argue...
it is not a part of his facade.
Yes, it's not a part of his facade, but I would argue that it is part of his nature.
That's true. I was wrong.
So
I agree with you.
I would argue against that statement.
And so, the fight comes to a close.
But also I love, pause before we move on from the
side quest.
Side quest, before we move on from the fight, I also love how in the narration, she writes openly that
he's so hot.
Violet is getting so distracted because she is, so, turned on, the whole, subtext in her mind is, damn, he is so fine.
Oh, damn, his legs around my waist.
His legs around my waist, him pinning me to the mat, so forcefully. I'm like, we love that for you.
We love it.
We love it.
And so, the fight is kind of coming to a close.
It is. It's coming to a close.
And then he kind of, concluding it, kind of says, you can't poison every enemy you come across. You're not going to have time to offer tea to some Griffin rider, but when they come for you.
That's so true.
It's so true. That'd be so funny, though. Imagine, I'm so sorry. Can we pause this fight? Here's some tea. I think we need a rest. Let's have a nice little chat. Then we can get back to fighting. It's fine.
Yeah, just be like, oh, hey, do you think we could, maybe try to discuss this a little bit and, have some tea?
That'd be so funny.
I think we should rest before we really fight,
Yeah. And I think an important line is, oh, violence, again, with the nickname. Yeah. You're good, but I've known better poison masters. The trick is not to make it so obvious. I think we're going to see more of the poisoning later on.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a big thing because she knows how to poison people because of being a scribe and reading so much and knowing a lot of diverse knowledge and things like that. So I'm excited to see where that really goes.
Very excited. And then the last 3 things that I've marked were something that you wanted to talk about. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hand the book over.
No, you could read them.
I think you should.
You're right there. You could read it. Let me see. Where are we?
There and then there. Because I know that bottom line is one of your favorite lines.
It really is, but it's also just I love it. This man. This man.
He's so fun.
So Dane is trying to I don't know, worm his way into this.
Yeah, he's let me be a part of this conversation.
What a fucking loser. I'm so okay.
He is though. I don't
Sorry. I've been trying to be so optimistic for him and be yeah, look at
what
Dane.
A loser.
But what a fucking loser. Anyway, he says, Xaden says to Violet, about Dane, he's always, he's overprotective, and she just, snaps back so quickly, because I get it. Your childhood friend, it's your childhood crush, and he's gorgeous now. And she just says, he cares about me. And I love how fast his reaction was, he's holding you back.
Yeah.
And just the idea that, he could really be holding her back. And
I think that was the moment she kind of went, oh.
Yeah.
That was the reality check that kind of shifted her mindset. And you can tell as the book goes forward, it's oh, he was right. You need, he's not letting me protect myself. Mm-hmm. He's really trying to push for me to go to the scribe place. And, I don't want to. I've proven that I don't need to. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have a disability, but look how far I'm getting. I'm doing good. I'm surviving through the mat. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm useful here.
Yeah, and I just think that it comes with, the idea of confidence in yourself and seeking validation within yourself and not from other people.
Yes, and I do think that it is also having that confidence in yourself, but also it does feel good to have that confidence from other people, and you get your confidence obviously from yourself, but also you kind of build your self-confidence from having people be confident in you.
Yes, absolutely. I also think that it's just so fun, because we're nearing the end of the match and things like that, and she's just trying to keep up with him, and she like says like, oh, are you not going to disarm me? Because, you know, obviously she knows that he can. And he says, nope, defenseless women have never been my type.
We're here for it.
So I love that he's like, I'm going to teach her how to be a strong, like...
Independent woman.
Like,
I
almost.
Don't want... Also, I'm so sorry. The way has never been my type. Wow.
No, I mean...
We're here for it. Wow.
I mean, I kind of agree, sir. Like, they've never been my type.
No.
Like, we love, you know, we love a challenge.
And we love a man that respects boundaries.
Yeah. Also the fact that he is just like very much
I don't want to hurt.
Yeah, I don't want you to hurt, and I don't want other people to hurt you, and I may not be able to be there all the time, and this is like why you may need to.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, do that. And then, you know, at the end of it, he just like Dane is just being, you know,
overprotective.
So overprotective.
Like, oh my god, you're not okay. Like,
and you know, Xaden tells Dane at the end, like, she could use a little less protection and a little bit more instruction.
You hear that, wing lead or squad leader?
Oh.
And it's just like that is like Dane is under Xaden in his chain of command, so like if he kind of says that, like that kind of was a order. Yeah,
but then also like what a dig to Dane, because Xaden is over here being like, oh, I can teach her a thing or two.
You can't, sir.
Yeah, you can't, but then also it's like you aren't. Like you're sitting over here being like, I need to protect her for all it's worth because I am like her childhood best friend or whatever he thinks. And she is like basically drowning, and the only way he can think of to protect her is by sending her away and like not giving her a chance to grow or to change or evolve or get stronger at that matter, you know?
And like where she is, like that's what she needs to do. She knows she can't leave. She doesn't want to leave at this point. Like she didn't want to come here, but she doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, I think that she has been enjoying the challenge.
And especially as someone who does have EDS and like chronic pain, like the validation that your body can do it. Like that probably is so nice. Like like I do have these limitations. I do have this pain, but look, like I could still do things that other people can do. Like that is probably a big thing. And you might have to do it differently, but you can still do it.
But it's also like the idea of like, I can do hard things. I can do hard things and I can succeed and I can push myself, and like you can't tell me that I can't. Like, I'm not a child and you cannot be me, you know? So I think like that is just something that is so fun about this chapter. I just love the interactions between like Xaden and Dane, because it really is that idea of, like
I'm better than you.
Yeah, but it's like if you want to walk that walk about and like talk the talk about how, oh my gosh, like I'm going to protect her and I'm going to like go up to bat for her and I'm going to argue with my wing leader about this because I'm a big boy and I can follow all of the rules. And
be prepared for shit to be thrown back.
Yeah, and then, but here's the thing is like the rules are not protecting her.
No.
Like the rules are not protecting her. The rules are set up to, you know, weed out the weak. And it's one of those things where I think it's fun to see the interesting dynamic between Xaden and Dane when they interact, because they are almost almost polar opposites to each other. You know, as humans, of course, we all have like somewhat of similar traits, but for the most part, currently, in the character traits that we've been given in the book so far, they are very polar opposites.
Yeah.
With it. So.
Yeah, and then Dane takes her back to her room. Mm-hmm. This part's much less fun, but like he takes him. Am I wrong?
I mean, it's not like you're wrong, but like he takes her to like her room, and then like just like immediately it's just like
go to the scribes.
Yeah, go to the scribes, but like as he's like casually taking off her clothes to give her like a full body massage.
Yeah, and like, I mean, you've given me a massage.
Yeah, but it's just weird. It is weird. It's different.
It is different.
It's different.
It is, really, and I think it is just like the sexual tension between them.
Yeah, because like Violet still wants it. Like Violet is still like he's hot.
I don't understand.
It's fine. We don't have to understand, but Violet still wants it, and we love that for this girl.
Yeah.
We love it.
So. And then Violet does ask, like, do you think that the marked ones are gonna be plotting against Navarre? Mm-hmm. And I forget the line. It was something very interesting that I remember.
I think what you're thinking of when she asks, "Oh, do you think that the marked ones have the capability of like hurting Navarre? And if they do, why did the dragons bond them? Like, why did those dragons bond them?"
That was it. Thank you.
And then he goes, "Well, after I bonded my dragon, it seems to me that the dragons are only out to protect the veil."
Yes.
Like, they're not, like, they don't bond because of anything else but to protect themselves and to protect the veil.
Yep.
Which is, their nesting grounds, their breeding grounds.
Yep, it's very important because obviously they want to continue their legacies and their lines and have more dragons because, like I said before, the dragons pretty much rule this world.
Yeah. But I don't know. This one is just so interesting because he's just like literally all over her, like, and like touching her and like everything. And then as like he's like doing like this very like almost intimate interaction with somebody and is like, "Hey, you're still not cut out for it. Like, hey, I know like you won all these matches." Because I don't think that Dane knows that maybe she poisoned all of them,
Yeah.
Like, hey, like, you won all these matches, and, like, you, like, fought with the wing leader and stuff, and, like, you're, like, but you're just still, like, not, like, you're still, like, not ready, or, like, not worthy, or, like, or not strong enough to be here. I just think, rightfully so, Violet finally gets offended. And is like,
finally.
No.
I've been offended since, like, the second time he said this. Like, I hate this man. I really hate this man.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so persistent on this view that that the only way he could protect her is if she went to the scribe quadrant.
Yep. And as they are in her room, they find dead violets, like the flower. Is it in the room?
No, I think he mentions it because Ree told him about it. And I think Ree told him about it, and she was like, "Well, it doesn't matter. They were just mutilated violets. Like, it's not that big of a deal." And like, she really does try to like shrug it off. Where he's like, "Oh no, that's an actual threat, and you should take that seriously." But she's like, "I deserve to be here, and even if I get like death threats every day, it's not going to change, where I go."
Yeah, and it's also interesting, like, a line here, when he's begging her, like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna have to watch you die." He has no confidence in her, first of all. Like, he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch you die." She also is like, his reasoning is like, tugging me to what he's suggesting, but the "you've made it this far" is still a part of me. Like, I've made it this far, why would I stop now?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree. You did make it this far, like, why would you stop? Like, I know, like, it's hard when, you know, the people that you love, quote unquote love, and the people that you trust the most are basically saying, you can't do this. It's heartbreaking. That's one of those things where it's like, it's so hard not to, like, I don't know, push forward and prove them wrong almost, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting where, like, that goes. Like, also, like, the sexual tension, like, during the massage thing was just so funny because she's so still funny. Like, he's so hot, and yet, like, he's
but also, like, I feel
like this.
It's also, like, yes, there's sexual tension, but it's weird sexual tension.
Yeah.
I'm not here for this type of sexual tension.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't like it personally.
I mean, I don't like him, but, like, I'm glad that she's loving that. You know?
Yep.
But, you know, now, like, after she, like, gets upset and just, like, leaves, it's just one of those things where it's like that interaction is unresolved. It's very interesting that they didn't, like, patch it up yet.
Yeah. And also, like, with the massage and stuff, reiterating it again, he's a very touchy person. Like, physical touch is very much his love language.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
But also, like, the fact that he feels so comfortable still touching her. Like, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yes, it's been a year, which, you know, some people are like, that's not a long time at all. And, like, I guess you could say that, but also,
that's a long time. And especially, like, not
platonic friends.
Yeah, but
it's
also, I don't like, know. Not talking for over a year. Like,
yeah.
I would have visited you, and I mean, we gave each other hugs, like, we'd sit on the couch and stuff, but it was, like, different. You feel?
Yeah.
Like, but we call literally every single day. We are in contact every single day. And also...
Yes, we are. Which is it's always nice, but it's like, yeah, no, it just... It feels so different.
It really
like,
does.
The context of it, I think, really matters.
Are you not sliding?
I am, and that's why, like, I keep adjusting myself.
I know,
I'm just gonna ignore it.
All of a sudden, I'm, like, way down. I'm like...
But, you know, like, Violet, like, storms out and is just, like, so upset about it because it's the idea of somebody who you're really, like, wanting validation from to validate you. Not only, like, obviously for her, physically, and mentally, she would like to be validated.
Yeah.
And she's not getting either, which is why it seems so unsatisfying to her. Which, I mean, I agree with. If you're not getting either, then why are you staying?
Yeah.
But then, you know, after she storms out, we're starting in chapter 10 where, like, you know, Gauntlet training begins.
Yes. And Gauntlet is a big thing in this college. And it's basically you're scaling a giant wall with obstacles. Think Wipeout, if you know what that is. But scarier.
That's crazy, because I've never...
You don't picture it as Wipeout?
No, because for some reason I think of it as, like, the Ninja Warrior one.
Yeah, but, like, okay, no, I agree with that. Like, the Wipeout, Ninja Warrior, I guess Ninja Warrior I do.
Because I don't know why, I feel like Ninja Warrior is, like, more serious.
Isn't that much more serious? Yeah, I guess so. But, like, not really.
It's not, like, really more serious, but I'm just saying, like, I just think, like, those are, like,
no, I agree with you on that.
Practical obstacles that they would be using besides, like, bouncing over big red balls. Yeah,
you're not wrong.
When I think of Wipeout, I see, like, this very iconic stream of just, there's, like, a hill and a path, and then there's, like, 4 or, like, 6, like, large red balls, and then they just go and they smack their faces against, like, it's just a whole thing.
That is definitely Wipeout. Yeah.
That is Wipeout to me.
I agree that it is like American Ninja Warriors. So it is basically that. And, when, they're starting to scale, Sawyer does, I don't know if it's his first appearance, but he does kind of have a bigger appearance than he has.
Yeah.
And he's, like, kind of showing them how to do it. And he goes first, because he is a second year. I kind of forgot about that. He's a year ahead of them.
Is he?
Why did it get so quiet?
No, because you said it, and I was thinking about it.
I swear
don't
he's a
think
year
that
ahead.
he is.
No, he is.
And I think the reason why he isn't, like, why he's, like, in the same squad, like, is it because he was held back?
He didn't bond.
Yeah, like, well, like, that's what I mean, like, he was held back in school, like, that means, like, he didn't bond a dragon, but, like, well, why she's finding that, I just love the way that this chapter starts with such, like, a visual shift of, like, where they're at in the war college. Like, yes, you got to see, like, the outside with parapet and everything like that, but the gauntlet seems so much more daunting. This is where, like, most cadets die. And the fact that they only get, like, 9 practices to, like, learn how to scale it, and then they do it for, I want to call it inspection day, but I know that that's not it. It's like...
presentation.
Oh, yeah, for presentation. Like, it's also, like, one of those things where it's, like, so interesting that they call it presentation. It's like they are presenting themselves as meat to these animals, almost.
I don't know if it's in this chapter, but I swear.
And so that is, like, such an interesting thing to think about.
It is.
But also the fact that it's kind of crazy, like, what they go through on a day-to-day basis, and just how many people, like...
Ha! See, Sawyer, you're gonna show them how it's done, since you already have a lay of the land.
Okay. So Sawyer did get... Held back.
Because he didn't bond. They really said...
Yeah.
We need this character, so he's gonna be held back.
I mean, I love that for him.
I do. Sawyer's one of my favorites.
Sawyer is so fun.
He's so sweet.
But it's also, like, I feel like, I don't know, they do seem all still, like, within, like, the same age range. Regardless.
They do. I think he's, like, a year older. Like, it's not that big of an age gap.
But I also...
And they all feel their age.
Yes.
They very much, like, she wrote 20 to 23-year-olds.
Yes.
Very well.
I do agree with that. I also, like, loved the way, like, she started that about, like, oh, you know, Sawyer's gonna go first, show them how it's done, and he's just going for it, and he is, like, I mean, obviously killing it, because he already made it past.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're doing it, and just, like, seeing, like, everybody's, like, I don't know, trepidation almost about going for the first time, and then getting to Violet.
Yeah, and Violet going, and then, you know, so she starts scaling it, and then she jumps over the obstacles, like the wooden metal ball things, and then the plank and stuff. And Orly goes behind her, and, she's a part of her squad, and she ends up falling and dying.
Yeah, but, I mean, all while Violet is doing this, we're seeing her do something that we saw her do during the parapet, which is, you know, reciting knowledge from books, and, you know, she chose to do all of the dragon types, and, like, what they are, and, like, what the differences were, like, throughout this. And I think that it's so fun that she has, like, a very specific grounding technique of using this knowledge. And then...
And, like, good for her. That's hard to learn.
Yeah.
It is hard to learn how to ground
Not only
yourself.
that, is, like, her trying to use this type of knowledge to help Orly. So, like, because she doesn't want anybody to fall.
No, especially in her squad. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, she doesn't want anybody to fall, but someone in her squad, she really doesn't want to fall.
Yeah. But also, like, to see somebody die once again right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that they did bond a little bit more because they were, you know, in the same squad.
Yeah. And Ree, went before Violet, so it was like Ree, Violet, Orly. And Rhea is very much having fun. She's like, loving that. This is something I grew up doing. Like, this is great.
Yeah, like scaling mountains, like running around. Like, this is something that I love. Like, this is something I also knew I would be so good at, which is why I'm here.
And she's just having a blast.
Yeah.
And then, Orly falls, she dies, and then she's on the death roll.
Yeah.
And Violet goes and, like, gives her shit to the parents.
Yeah, like, she doesn't let them burn it. Like,
yeah, at least not all of
it to the parents to give to the parents for either them to burn it or do what it, like, their stuff what they want, you know?
And then
so compassionate too.
Yeah. And then there were dragons that flew over, which is what scared Orly. And Xaden, Bodhi, and Garrick are trying to kind of, like, figure out why the dragons were there. Like, normally, like, why are they going to protect the veil so quickly?
Yeah.
But they stop talking as soon as Violet walks over, so we don't really get too much information. Because Violet walks over and Xaden's like, leave. And, he was the one kind of marking down who made it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they make it up. Orly, passes.
Mm-hmm.
But they make it up. And Violet very much is like, hey, like, I can't scale this, 9-foot wall?
Yeah.
Like a 9-foot vertical wall, I would die. I would accept my fate there. If I made it past the parapet and I was surviving on the mats, I'm pretty sure the gauntlet would get me.
I mean, yeah, that's like, it's just such a large gap and like such a large wall to scale. Like, it is daunting, which is why I'm assuming they call it the gauntlet.
Yeah.
But then, not only that is just like the encouragement, Xaden gives her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with that. You know?
He is kind of like, hey, like, you don't need to follow the rules. Like, you can do it differently.
Yeah.
Which is obviously very different advice than you get from Dane. Dane is very much like, you gotta do it this way, actually.
Yeah, well, actually,
you need to follow the rules. So then, it makes Violet think in a slightly different way when Xaden is like, hey, like, do it. You are a writer. You need to figure out what works for you. Mm-hmm. And also, I think this is the chapter. I think that it is. It's at the end. But we put down chapter 27 or page 27, and I don't know why.
Probably was something good on it.
It probably was, but nothing's marked, which makes it a bit harder.
Well,
Oh, it was.
Oh yeah, like when she is going down the hall, because she's walking down the hall, and Bodhi and Xaden, and Garrick are all talking, and she says, "Oh, like my scalp
prickles," and Xaden stops mid-step 10 feet away.
Yeah.
The set of his shoulders rigid. Shit. It says the shoulders rigid. Shit.
Yeah. Just because, like, they did get caught. Like, they,
and she's
once
like, oh,
again, there are 3. There's 3 of them that have a relic, and they got caught again. And so, like, that, oh shit moment of, like, and also, like, we can't be talking about this. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, we don't know if we can fully trust her. Yeah, she's going to keep that one secret, but is she fully trustworthy from, like, now on,
Yeah, for sure.
And I also just think that, like, Xaden is more of a secretive guy and doesn't want necessarily his secrets to be spread around everywhere.
Which, valid. Yeah. I also would not want my secrets. I don't really have any secrets, but if I did, I wouldn't want them spread out everywhere.
I agree.
And then at the end of the chapter, it's maybe if you, like, stop sulking your self-pity, you'd see that you have everything you need to scale the gauntlet. And he's, like, calling after her because she's walking away, and he's like, bro, listen to me. Like, you need to listen. Like, don't listen to Dane. Like, he doesn't say it, but he's like, don't listen to Dane. Like, you can do it.
Yeah. You just really got to believe in yourself that you have all of the skills that you can do to do all of these hard things that you want to do. You just need to stop getting in your way.
Yeah. Yes. And then he, so kind of saying like, hey, like people die here. Because, Orly just died. She's sitting with the, she saw Dylan die in the beginning, but she didn't really know him. And so like Orly she knew. And like it's, and also I know that earlier, it's like, oh, I know about half of the names on the death toll now. Like, as you get there longer and longer. And at this point, she's been there for, 2-3 months? Yeah. Like, she's been there for a while. And so, like, you start learning the names. You start learning everybody. And it's, I know that a lot of the second years kind of are like, hey, like, we don't learn any first years until we're past the gauntlet. Because the majority of them pass before/during the gauntlet.
During the gauntlet and then, over threshing. If you're not bonded to a dragon, who are you?
Yeah, so and it's like, why would you talk to the first years if, they're just going to die? So
that's
it's
true. Or like get attached.
Attached, it's the attachment, and that's why it's like, hey, you don't want relationships. Yeah. In this college, that you could go screw whoever you want. You could go do whatever you want, but we don't recommend having relations because you're gonna watch a lot of people die. Yeah. Definitely. And Xaden's kind of saying like, hey, like it doesn't get any easier. You just get to learn how to handle it, which I think is a very interesting and good way for him to word it. Yeah. Because it doesn't get easier. Like grief is a real thing, and you don't want to stuff grief down.
Yeah, and it's no matter what, it's never easy. And especially like when you witness something like that, it is never easy to fully compartmentalize all of that and how you feel. So,
yeah, that's really, really hard. And then back to his like, sassy, like teasing, poking the bear's self. You want to know why you're still alive? Because you're the scale I currently judge myself against every night. Every day I let you live, I get to convince myself there's still a part of me that's a decent person.
This man.
And I also do like, and then, Violet is kind of like, hey, like, I'm too short to span the distance. I can't run up that wall. Yeah. And then he's like, the right way isn't the only way. Figure it out.
Yeah, and I just think that, like, that in and of itself, like, especially like, ending out the chapters is so in line with Xaden's character of really pushing her.
Yeah, he's very much not babying her like Dane does. Like, Dane is very much a, don't do it. Just go to the scribe. Yeah. And he's like, hey, like, and I, like, again, like, I get where he's coming from. Like, Dane is, like, he knows that his childhood friend has a physical disability. He watched her grow up. He knows that she gets hurt a lot. And, like, he doesn't want her to get hurt. Yeah. Like, it is coming from a place of love and care. It's just they are not a match. This is not what she needs to succeed in life.
You need somebody that's going to push you, like, through hard times. And I know that it is difficult, but it's also, like, if you have somebody that doesn't believe in you and wants to put you in a bubble for the rest of your life, then it's not necessarily going to be the best of things.
Yeah, and even if you do have, like, a physical disability, or if you do have chronic pain, or invisible disabilities, mental disabilities, you don't want somebody that puts you in a bubble. Like, yes, you want someone to help support you, and if you're having a hard day, like, hey, like, go lay down, like, take this day, but you don't want somebody that is, like, never let you do anything, and, like, oh, just stay safe, just do this, and it's like, you're never gonna grow, you're never going to be able to help yourself and mentally and, like, feel better about yourself with any of those types of disabilities.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just, like, I love to hear, Xaden push her to break rules.
Yes,
I think that it's so fun to listen to him, because for so long, Violet is like, oh, Dane told me to follow the rules, so I'm going to do this. Dane told me to do this, so I'm going to do that. And, like, I got to follow the rules. 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 And then Xaden walks up and is like, you don't need to follow the rules.
Like, bitch,
that's crazy. like the rules are, like, a guideline. They're not like, you know, set in,
you know. It's, they're not set in stone. Like, it's okay to bend them. Like, you don't even have to fully break them. Just bend them to your will.
Yeah, bend them to your will so that you can live.
Yeah, he's like, I'd rather see you live than die not at my own hand.
Yeah, and I also just think, like, wow, what a powerful line.
What a powerful
I would rather see you live than die, you know, not by my hand. It's like one of those things where it's like, he is saying, like, I would be upset if you died before I got the chance to murder you. Like, how rude of you.
What a powerful mood.
Yeah, like, okay.
Wow. Go off, sir.
Yeah. I'm sure that we could, like, talk about this more, but to be quite honest, that is the end of chapter 10.
That is the end of chapter 10. I think we ended on a good note of, like, don't let people put you in a bubble.
Yeah, don't let people put you in a bubble.
Have people that hold your hand and support you when you need it. And even when you don't, you need support. But don't let people hold you in a bubble.
Yeah.
Kind of find your people. And I finally found my people.
Yeah, find people that push you out of your bubble in your comfort zone.
This one does that to me all of the time.
You know, make sure you have fun and
go play on playgrounds in your 20s.
And it's okay to feel dumb and to be silly and goofy and to mess up, and
it's okay to be dumb sometimes.
Yeah. Even only on occasions.
If it's a serious situation, don't be dumb.
Yeah. Only on occasions,
but
only when appropriate.
Your friends, your best friends, your fiancés, your partners, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay to be dumb. It's okay to let loose. Like, relax.
Yeah.
You don't need to put on the mask and filter.
Yeah, and I think that is, like, one of those things where it's like, I think we're going to see the masks and filters of these characters in these books start to slip as we go on. And I'm very excited to see that.
And it's, you can kind of see it slightly with Violet and Xaden. Just like in the...
very, very slightly.
Very slightly. Obviously not nearly... Like, they're not off.
Yeah.
They're not off yet. But it's... You could see it slipping in the sense of, like, Violet's just kind of so taken aback that she hasn't been murdered yet, or that he's helping her. And it's just like, oh my god. And again, her reality breaking of, oh, like, I can bend the rules.
Yeah.
Dane is really overprotecting me.
Yeah, but, like, the realization of, like, maybe I can make my own decisions, too.
Yes,
like, maybe
you can be independent.
Yeah, and maybe there's more than one option.
Yes.
You know, like, it's not just black and white.
Yeah.
It's just, there's gray in between, and you can choose to walk the gray path, you know?
Yeah, the gray path is kind of fun.
Yeah, so it's just so interesting and fun to see.
But I think that's a good place to end, and we'll pick up with the Gauntlet with chapter 11 through 10. Wait, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Chapters 11 through 15 tomorrow.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. If you read along with us, let us know what you thought of these chapters, because I personally love talking with people about these books. I love hearing all the different fan theories and stuff. So.
And I was like, if you guys have any fan theories that are your favorites that have, like, come up between, like, the last couple of chapters, please let us know in the comments.
If there is spoilers, please just say spoiler warning for people that haven't read it.
Yes, I agree.
There could be people that are listening and watching that have not read it yet, and they're reading along with us. So I want to be mindful of that. We're trying so hard to be mindful ourselves. It's quite hard.
It's quite hard.
There's so many things where we're like, ooh, we can't say it yet.
Yeah, but
that's okay.
Thank you guys for joining us, and then I guess our last question really is what did the void say to you?